What's going on, guys? Matt over here with Lethal Garage, and today I want to talk about front runners and skinnies. Are they needed? Do you need them? Etc, etc. Now, I am still a fairly novice track driver, but I've been diving in, trying to get a really good understanding why certain things need to be set up certain ways, getting details on rears, getting details on front runner fronts, like what's the benefits, just all that stuff. And I want to basically share with you guys today what I've been reading about and hearing about, and from also talking to professional racers that drive these cars every single day at the track or every single weekend or whenever they go, and really just, share those details. So, front runners. A lot of people call these skinnies, but I believe the official term is front runners, and that's where people run a much skinnier wheel and tire setup up front on their car. Now, a lot of people be like, oh, that's just for weight savings. There's actually a couple different reasons why people do that, and it's kind of important. So let's just get into it. So, skinnies. It is the craft, again, of a much skinnier wheel. So this is actually a 5-inch 17 by 5. This is my Weld Racing. Just picked these up from the front. They match my rears, which are back there in the corner. Sorry. But this setup here is a pretty common setup for most cars if you want to go weld. There's quite a few companies out there that make wheels. I am going to be pairing a set of Mickey Thompson tires to match my rears. But outside of that, getting skinnies, I'm expecting a couple different things, and the benefits are this: less resistance, or just less resistance. When your car's taken off, having lighter wheel, smaller tire, there's less resistance, especially on a prep track. Your tires are wanting to stick. If it's a skinnier patch touching the ground, there's less resistance. Also, that leads into less rotational weight. That's also a huge factor when launching your car. The less amount of rotational weight you have, the better off you are. The other side of it is stability, and that's kind of one of the bigger things. Now, I can say weight savings. Yes, the smaller wheel per se and tire will weigh less than your typical street, like my 20-inch HREs with my Toyo R888 85 wide. It's going to weigh a lot less, but how much less? Like, I don't think the weight is going to make that much difference compared to the actual rotational and the resistance style setup there. With a 17-inch wheel, obviously, it has to rotate a lot less to go all the way around. Again, the resistance, rotational weight, all that stuff plays a big factor. But stability, again, is massive. Now, stability in its sense is when your car is launching. So imagine you're lining up at the line, you're going full wide open throttle. All that weight of your car is just getting tossed to the back. And with that, that's where you start dialing in your rear tires, making them squishy, soft, etc. And your car, because of all of that, your suspension, your squishier tires, all of that, it's gonna have a tendency to not want to go straight. Your car doesn't want to go straight inherently as is, because of the way the motor's pulling, the way that all the weight is flying back, and all of that. And if you have a full-size wheel like this 20-inch up here, when you move your steering wheel, because your first reaction if your car starts going left or right is to compensate for that, right? And if you have a much larger tire patch on the ground, your car is going to have a tendency to overreact quicker than, let's say, a much smaller patch of tire touching the ground. So one of the benefits of going with a smaller tire as a skinny or front runner is less tire patch on the ground, which gives you a lot more actual movement in the wheel without your car jerking and getting crazy. So how much of a difference is that going to make? It makes enough of a difference to where people have commented across the internet about it, where running a front runner setup with a smaller tire actually yields a lot less overreaction potentials. So that is, I would say, a big thing. Now, again, I went with the Welds. This is I believe it's the S77 series. I'm probably wrong on that. I'm terrible with names tonight, but it's a 17 by 5. I got the Mickey Thompson tires to match up with my Mickey Thompson ET Street Rs for the rears. And I'm expecting, some good results out of them. Now, a lot of people ask, well, what is the actual benefit of going that besides the rotational, restrictions or the mass reduction and stability? And it's really, it all adds up into time. So when you're going for your full ET, I've seen people say adding front runners to their car has saved them up to 0.2 of a second. I've even seen some guys say, you know, I've drag raced my car, you know, hundreds of times down the track, and when I put my front runners on, it was like 2 to 3/10. Now, do I honestly think I'm gonna gain that much savings with this setup? Probably not. But even if I was to gain 1/10 of a second, I would say that's worth it in the goal of getting to my 9-second car. Now, is my car gonna be the fastest car out there? Heck no. By no means will it ever be the fastest car, because I'm limited. I'm limited in what I could do, what I could build with my car, and I really do not want to put a full roll cage, but if it comes down to it, maybe I will. I don't know. But if you're going for time, if you're going for your best ET, and maybe you're competing, maybe you're going against that Mustang or that Challenger or that Demon, and you want to have the best time possible, going with a front setup could be the best way to go. Now, how can you go down the path to get the best option pricing wise? Now, going weld race wheels, that is not the most efficient pricing wise you can go. Now, you're getting a great product. You're getting a wheel that's going to take a beating. You're going to get a product that looks amazing, but can you get it cheaper? Sure. You can go all the way down to the idea of putting so if you guys are familiar with spare tires on cars, I believe the 5th gens have spares. Do not use the tire on the spare wheel, but you'll notice most of those spare tires are skinny. So you'll see a lot of those guys, or a lot of guys, pick up steel wheels, cheap steel wheels. You get them for like 50 bucks, and then they go get a tire that matches their rear tire, and they use that to race with. Can you do that? Hell yeah, you can do that. It's a lot cheaper to go. It's a lot cheaper way. But me, I am OCD. I wanted it to match. I wanted it to look good, and it's weld racing. Like, I'm sorry, but they make amazing products. And no, they did not give me a discount, or they're not paying me to say this. I have always loved Weld. I like their wheel designs. I like what they do. And even all the testing and all that stuff that people have done, just look it up. YouTube, Google, all that stuff. Freaking amazing product here. So, and that's why I went that way. Is it more expensive? For sure. Is it worth it? Every penny. That's personal preference. So either or. But going down the route, getting Skinnies, getting front runners, however you want to position it, I think is going to improve my time. Is it my best time over? Am I going to get my best times ever? Probably not, but it's going to help me get there. So as you guys know, my build is getting there. We are trying to get to the 9-second mark. It should be there, but it's on the stock converter, which is holding me back. And also holding me back is just seat time. I need to get to the track more often, need to get the feel for my car. You do know I have my brand new converter sitting over here, Circle D. It's gonna be great, can't wait to get it in there. Hopefully see much better 60-foot times. But again, it's all about the overall ET. Getting to that 9, I think, is gonna be doable with my car, with the power it's at, with everything that it sits at right now. Just need to get the converter in there to really do it. Now, the Skinnies, I think, will help improve upon that time even more, but only time will tell. So here's my other Skinny. It's sitting right here, still boxed up. I opened this one up for you guys here in this video. But again, if you guys have any questions, any details, any comments, any concerns, anything about Skinnies and front runners, post them below. Love to hear your thoughts on it. Are you running them? If you are, what are you running? What's your tire and wheel setup? How wide or skinny did you go? I'd like to know everything. So again, I went with the 17.5 from Weld. It's not the smallest. It's not like going to a full 15-inch conversion. I'm not getting that crazy yet. Maybe one day, we'll see. I don't know. But let me know what you guys are running and why. So either or, thanks for checking out this content. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button. If not, likes, comments, shares are appreciated. But until next time, or next race, or drag race, drag strip, Camaro Con, Battle of the Bow Ties. Battle of the Bow Ties, December 2nd, 2018. Already in the books. So if you guys want to race, I'll obviously be there running that event with my car. Hopefully she will definitely be a 9-second monster by that time, maybe even lower. We will see. So as always, again, thank you for watching the video. Thanks for being a part of Lethal Family, and I hope to see you on the road.